You can use the group by keyword to group your results by one column in SQL. How can you do this with multiple columns? Here is our data. Let's say we want to count the number of address records in each country based on the country ID. This concept works in many SQL database vendors, but I'll show you in dbeaver using Postgres. We'll write a query like this. We select the country ID and then count from the address table. Because we're using an aggregate function, which is count, and a non-aggregate column, which is the country ID, we need to use a group by. We add a group by, then the country ID. Let's run this query. We can do this and we can see a list of country ID values and the count of addresses with each value. If you want a quick reference guide for many common SQL commands and features, and stop forgetting the syntax for SQL, you'll love the SQL cheat sheets I created. Get your copy at the link in the description. What if we want to show two columns? In the address table, there's a column called City. What if we want to see the number of addresses in each country and city? This is essentially grouping by multiple rows. To do this, we add the columns we want to see to the select clause. In this case, it's the City column. Then we add the column to the group by clause. It doesn't matter which order they go in. There are more complex grouping features available where the order does matter, but for this simple group by clause, it doesn't matter. I usually have them in the same order as the select clause to make it easier to read. That's all we need to do. Let's run the query. We can see the results here, which shows the country ID and the city and the count of addresses for each of those combinations. If you want to add a third column, you follow the same steps. You add the column to the select clause and the group by clause. Once you start working with larger queries and more features like grouping, you may find your queries get complex. You'll want to watch this video next to learn how to simplify your queries using a very helpful feature of SQL. Thanks for watching.